My man wearing something to give you an hourglass, are we competing? I just need to know.
Did it. You such a bad liar, why you try?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lisa Faye for those that don't know. And to my right, we have the lovely Miss Jackie. If you saw my first vlog, she appeared in it. It was her birthday. She came over and we made cupcakes. Well, I made cupcakes and we had our little girly evening. So keeping on with the girly evening vibe, I decided to make a video talking about things that us girlfriends like to talk about behind closed doors. But today we're letting you guys in, you know. Lockdown, we can't really go anywhere. So I wanted to feel like, you know, you've come over to mine and we're having a little chin wag, a little glass of wine, a little cozy vibe right here. So if you live in the UK, you probably know that on Netflix, they put on a few shows that definitely bring back a few memories for us. Shows that we loved watching when we grew up. Well, there's Marisha Today came on, we have Girlfriends, we have Sister. They even put in Desmond's, I think a few weeks ago or a few months ago. So yeah, they're really doing it for the culture, which we appreciate. So while we were watching Girlfriends, which is her probably favourite show of all time. We came across an episode and it made me want to talk about it because I want to know how people feel about this particular episode. Just a quick summary of the show, I guess. It's 4 girlfriends, 4 black women, and they all have different stories, and you know, they come across certain trials and tribulations. And this particular trial, Joan, who, what's her name, Tracy Ellis Ross, her character, she's dating this guy, things are going well, she goes to his house, she was supposed to be going to the bathroom or something like that, but you know us women, we like to snoop. So she accidentally fell into his bedroom, accidentally found a pair of Spanx under his bed. So she lifted it up, she said, what is this? And cut a long story short, it ended up being his Spanx because, as he said, he has big hips. So I wanted to ask Jackie, and to you guys, I know there are a lot of like stereotypes and like generalizations about what men should or should not do to appear masculine. Obviously, this particular topic challenges the masculine subject. So I wanted to ask Jackie, first and foremost, what do you think about men wearing Spanx? Now, before you answer, small disclaimer, right? We don't judge over here. This is based on what we want for our particular men, not what every man should look like, because everyone can do what they want. It's a free country, should be a free world. We're working on it. But yeah, this is just our own personal preference on what we find attractive us. Yeah. So Jackie, what do you think about men or your man wearing Spanx, shapewear, anything to cinch in that waist? What do you think about it?
I think, oh Lord, I think, no. No, for me it's a big no.
Why?
Shapewear is supposed to enhance your curves, right?
But it can also be used to slim you down as well. You know, a lot of people, they wear it to like flatten their stomach. It must have been heavy duty Spanx. I don't know, maybe it did actually, maybe he's got meaty hips, so maybe the Spanx did actually like...
Lord, I mean, it didn't make much difference to me. And I've never seen a man like that in real life with hips. Like, you guys let me know if I'm wrong.
I am.
Really? Like,
so
big?
You go to the gym and you see all kinds of shapes.
Like, big hips?
Oh, yeah. But obviously it was an insecurity of his, so is it acceptable for him to want to do something about it? Like, is it better if he was to say, do you know what, I'm just gonna I'm gonna get lipo? Because you know, with hips, for the most part, you can't really get rid of hips, you know what I mean? It's kind of, it's a bone structure. Yeah. So there's very little you can do. I mean, obviously, like, if there's like fat surrounding it, then, you know, work out, lipo, Spanx. So, you know, what would be the most acceptable?
I still don't feel like Spanx are doing nothing.
What would be the most acceptable thing for him to do to like control his insecurity? You don't want your man wearing Spanx?
No, never, absolutely not. No, I don't want it, no.
But do you wear Spanx?
No.
Okay, so that's another angle, you don't wear it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
For me, it's not that it's like I have an issue with it, but I just think it goes against what I deem to be normal. So I wouldn't want my man to be wearing Spanx. Like, what are we doing here? Like, work out. I don't know, for me as well in the episode, he looked like he had like more of like a waist now. So I was just really like perplexed.
Yeah, I think him using Spanx to sort out his issue was wrong. Obviously, this is for like comical effect.
Yeah.
It's just a show. But at the same time, if there was a man out there that thought that Spanx would conceal their problem areas, I don't know about that, because for me, I am a Spanx wearer. I've been wearing Spanx for over 10 years, honey.
Okay.
I have a pair of Spanx that I've had since I was 17, and I still wear it. I double, triple, quadruple Spanx in one go. Yes, I do.
What are you talking about now?
Yes, I do. On certain occasions where I need to be like, yes, I do.
So you wear like multiple?
Of course.
Really? Is it? It's not like hot?
It's not for comfort.
Wow. We go through a lot as women.
Yes, we do.
Well, what does the Spanx do for you? It gives you like a waist or like an hourglass.
For me, it just smooths things out. So where like I might feel a little bit like rolly or lumpy, it will kind of like smooth it out.
Spanx have always been advertised as like something to give you like an hourglass.
Yes, exactly.
So for me to think of a man, my man, not even a man, because a man, that's up to you, but my man wearing something to give you an hourglass, are we competing? I just need to know. Just like, no. For me, that's what I would think, and I don't want that.
For us, it's very black and white.
Yeah.
It's very straight, like yes or no. And for both of us, it's definitely a no. But thinking about it, I mean, obviously, as society evolves, there are certain things that like men would never do back in the day, but now it's like becoming more acceptable. So imagine it gets to a time where it's completely normal for men to wear shapewear. Then what?
But for what reason?
I mean, let's say like they create it in a different kind of way, like they redesign it to like the man's perfect body.
To like a masculine form.
Yeah. Would you accept it? Would you think about it?
I don't know, because this is still in the context of hips.
Yeah.
So that's really throwing me off.
I mean, it is definitely a weird one, but right now in this 2020 and probably in the next 5, 10, 20, 100 years, I will say no. But it's just interesting that like what is classed as feminine and masculine, because it's like very blurred now.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so what about this one? What about men wearing makeup? Your man wearing makeup?
My man?
Yes, honey. What if you see him putting on makeup, he's like, oh, what does this do? And you're like, oh, it's just concealer, babe. And then he's just like, okay, let me try some. He's like, oh, I've got this spot here. Let me try and conceal it. Then what?
Huh? No.
Why?
No. What is this?
Why not?
My man wearing makeup? No. Again, like, for me, things are very like black and white.
Yeah.
I just need to know, like, are you trying to maybe transition to be a woman? And if you're going to be with me, because I don't want any like gender confusion here. I don't want one day you wake up and you're just like, I don't love you anymore, I want to go be with a man.
Yeah.
And I want to be the woman. I need to know from the get-go. It's not now that you're going to say, oh, let me try a little bit of makeup here, and that's going to be normal. For me, that's not my normal.
But you know, why do we take things so extreme? Like, why is it that like a little spot conceal here and there all of a sudden means he's going to be a drag queen?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if we're going to go into that subject, we could get really, really deep up in here.
No, but like some people, like not just you, but like some people, they really, okay, here's an example.
Yeah.
So when I was in secondary school, like college, let's say 16, 17, 18, I started to get a few piercings. And obviously my mum, she thought, oh, that means you're going to get piercings everywhere. Next thing you know, you're going to be covered in metal. Or like when I got
That's so extreme.
do you know what I mean? Or like when I got a tattoo, all of a sudden she thinks I'm going to be addicted. When really I just have 4 and I plan to get more, but it's not going to be anything to the point where I've got a sleeve, a whole leg. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is it that we take things to the extreme? They can't just have a little bit and be content, and you also be content and accept it.
So like a little concealer on the face.
Yeah.
I think it's because maybe we're progressive people. So something can't just be one thing. Plus, for me personally, I need to know where it stems from. That's why I ask those questions. I need to know, like, if you've been thinking about maybe I want to be more than a man, or I want to change, or something like that. Because if you don't have those conversations and one day it turns into that, then I'm just there like a bird. That's my thought process. Personally, I don't think of things just like as they are in that moment. I'm not someone who's very present. I always think about the future and what it could be. And I need to know in advance so that I'm well prepared and I can at least have a choice of whether I want to even stay. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to be like a Bruce Jenner situation.
Yeah, that one is a bit wild.
Do you know what I mean? And that may have started just like how you said.
Yeah, it could have.
Oh, that looks fun. Let me just try it.
Do you know what? I don't think I'm that bothered.
So like, what about full face like you?
No. Not full face. But like, if it's, okay, obviously there's occasions where men are gonna have to wear makeup. Let's say you're on TV, so on set it's normal to wear makeup.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
But if it's a thing where like, let's say it's a special occasion, maybe our wedding day, and all of a sudden you develop this really big pimple, and someone like recommends wearing concealer over it, I'm fine with that.
That's not really a big deal. I'm thinking of it more like the everyday though. Like, I'm doing my makeup, you come into the room, it's like, oh, that looks fun. Like, hey, let me try. What?
No, like if it's once in a go out and you have an issue or something like that, you just want to quickly like touch it, or like tinted moisturizer. Do you know what it is?
Tinted moisturizer is fine.
Do you know what? It's because I like metrosexual men a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Like I like it when like guys take care of themselves.
Take care of themselves.
Like I like a mani and a pedi. Like
that's
like
fine.
that. But then
this is makeup.
No, but it's very close.
Nah.
Because these are things that were always seen as women things.
Okay, but when I think of makeup, I think of like what we're wearing now.
Yeah.
I don't think of just like a little bit here and there. Obviously, if you're working in the film and music industry, that can also be fine because you need to, you know, live up to some sort of standard.
You need to be shine.
Right. But if I'm doing my makeup and like you come in, you're like, oh, you want to try, and then all of a sudden like we're twinning, I'm concerned. But to be fair, my friend sent me a picture of this architect. He's a man, a white man, and he wears a skirt and heels. He's married.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was a skirt.
Why?
He said he just likes it. Like he wears like a normal top or
And
whatever.
he's straight.
And he's straight. He's married.
Married to a woman.
Yeah. So it's like you said, like the lines are becoming a bit blurred.
Yeah, they are becoming very, very blurred. Because even with clothing, like now, especially with European apparel, men wear a lot more tighter clothes than, let's say, people in America. And to us, it looks normal. Like, I don't mind a man wearing skinny jeans. I much prefer that over boot cut. Wear a skinny jean. I don't mind a tight t-shirt to show the pecs. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind that. Like if you want to borrow one of my hoodies or something like that I did buy from the women's section, but then you wear it and it looks nice on you, go ahead, boo. Yeah. Rock it. Do you know what I mean?
It's an adjustment.
Yes.
It's not something that we used to. Obviously, like we grew up around a lot of
homophobia.
Yeah, our time was filled with a lot of that. Where I grew up, it was the Caribbean community. I don't know if it still exists now because I'm not Caribbean. It's an adjustment because at that time that was like considered normal.
Yeah.
And now it's like everybody's trying to accept everyone for like that's your choice.
But I'm very grateful that we live in like a more open-minded society than others, where like we're able to have these kind of discussions and there are like different angles. Whereas other places like Uganda, for instance, my beautiful country, well, we have an issue with homosexuality, and there's been loads of memes about this. I'm going to insert a few, but there's been loads of memes with people just choosing not to understand why there are same-sex relationships. Okay, so when it comes to like men, like just generally speaking, like what is your type? Do you like the rough kind of?
No, not rough. Don't come and look down under your nails like that.
No, I don't mean that, but like maybe like hairy.
I don't know, because I'm a creative person, I'm into like the whole like, what's they call it, like Shoreditch look.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like the socks with the short trousers.
I can see that. You're the female version of that. You are.
Correct. And I also like a clean cut. I like someone who can switch up between those two looks. Like if like Lisa's type, clean, I don't know, maybe suited up, and then if you go to the gym, the tight shirt, and then if you're casual, then maybe like something like this kind of matching. Yeah. Smells good, nails done, toes done, like look after yourself and everything is just rough. Switching between those two, I like.
Yeah, I like men that are clean cut, but I don't want you to be obsessed with it. Because there are like certain guys that are metrosexual where it's just, they're very superficial and materialistic. I don't want that. I just want you to know how to take care of yourself. That's it. Like practice good hygiene. Let it show in your appearance. I really, really appreciate that. Like obviously no one's gonna be perfect 100% of the time. Me, I'm more scruffy than not, but like I know how to be hygienic and presentable. And that's what I want my man to look like. So yes, please have clean manicured nails if possible. Just be tidy.
Just keep up. So do you think that like self-care days and stuff are really important for men as well?
Yes. Do it and do it with me as well. I can teach you so many things.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I want to go to your bedroom and see hair products, skincare products. I want to see all of that. I like it. But then that also borders on the feminine aspect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Let us know what you think about the whole like feminine thing when it comes to like what attracts you. And also if you're in a relationship, have you settled with what you like or have you changed your mind because of the certain person? Another one is jobs. To this day there are still jobs that are seen more for women and jobs that are seen more for men. What is your take on that?
I think that's a really good topic because especially being in the interior design and architecture field,
Yes.
interior design would be deemed as more the feminine side of architecture as a whole. But ultimately, there's a lot of women that go into the architectural field, but they're not treated the same because it's seen as more of a masculine occupation to have. I feel like we should be able to do anything that we want to do, especially in terms of talent, because there are some men slay some wigs.
So if your boyfriend had an IG page and he was very popular for his lace frontals, is that okay?
Oh, that's absolutely fine.
Really? That is so interesting for me.
I never refuse to say that. It's only because I want my hair to be done for free. So
Fair enough.
But that is me. Would I prefer it to be my boyfriend? Probably not. But if it's just business, I mean, what can I do? Talent in all fields, it shouldn't be suppressed. Like I said, there's some men who can slay wigs, and there's some women who can design houses and buildings like never before. So I don't feel like there should be so much of a bias in areas like that, like there is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you should do whatever your heart desires. Do whatever makes you happy. Obviously, as humans, sometimes we're gonna let what other people think get to us. But if you're confident in your craft, it shouldn't overtake it. Your passion should override what anyone else has to say, I think. And that goes for how you look as well. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Of course, as we mentioned, for our own preferences, there are certain things that make us happy. Like, we really don't judge. This is just all for bands and entertainment, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not judgmental whatsoever. We don't discriminate. You know, the world is crazy enough. You know, we don't need to add to that. But do you know what would be interesting if, like, I married the complete opposite of what I've just said that I liked? So imagine I marry someone that's like completely grungy and like baggy clothes and what else? And he'll be watching this video like, oh babe, well, I don't know why he's talking like that. And you say that you didn't like the kind of guy that I look like. I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, life changes.
Do you think you could ever date someone like, oh babe?
Could I date an old babe? I don't want a right babe, I want a little boobs. That's what I want. But yeah, you never know. We'll see. Anyways, guys, there's a lot of food for thought in this one, so let us know your views on whatever we've spoken about. Obviously, this is very contained compared to what we normally talk about behind the camera. But obviously, not everything is for in front of the camera. Some things are for the kitchen table, you know what I mean? But I hope you guys felt like you were here with us. That was the whole idea. And also, don't forget to check out Jackie's channel. We also filmed a video on her side, so make sure to head on over. And if you like this kind of video, let me know, and we'll definitely do something like this again. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, and remember, do not judge anybody. Live your truth.
Bottoms up. I feel like it's hitting me now.
I can put some in your glass, and when you're done, just pour it in mine. What kind of thumbnail should we do? Why are we clinking?
I don't even like red wine, but this is quite nice.
That's what you always say every time I give you alcohol.
Is it?
Yes, every time.
Oh no, I'm an alcoholic.
You're not an alcoholic, come on. That's me.